What book have you reread the most? Twilight. When I was a teenager, I would read the series on a loop basically. Start it, finish it, start it again, for a whole school year. Good Omens. I reread To Kill a Mockingbird about once a year. Dragons of Autumn. Twilight. I can't really pick one because they all come off the shelf very often and they're all about freshwater planted aquariums, fishkeeping, aquascaping, a step-by-step guide to planting, styling, and maintaining beautiful aquariums by George Farmer. Sunken Gardens. Planting Freshwater Gardens by Karen A. Randall. Encyclopedia of Aquarium Plants by Peter Hiscock. Exotic Tropical Fishes by Dr. Herbert R. Axelrod and Co. As a kid I read House of Stairs by William Sleater at least a couple dozen times. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I usually read the entire series but sometimes just the first one. Ender's Game. No Reservations. The Hardy Boys. The Secret of the Old Mill. Neil Shusterman's Skinjacker Trilogy. The Silmarillion. That and LOTR were almost the only non-school mandated books I read in my teenage years. The World According to Garp. I've replaced it 3 or 4 times due to wear. Gone with the Wind. Peter Rabbit books. Yuri manga titled, Donuts Under a Crescent Moon. The Nightingale. Harry Potter. All of them about 10 times. I would read The Hobbit and White Fang once a year for a number of years. Sabriel by Garth Nix, probably. Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. The Pirate King by R. A. Salvatore. My study books, J. Him IIRC. It's the Mortal Instruments last book. Legends of the North. Olivia E. Coolidge. It was a book in the library of my grade school. I was fascinated by its unique cover. View it less than here greater than. https imager.com/a/sar9cq6s. And immediately loved reading these stories of the Norse gods, goddesses. Each year from 1st to 8th grade. I probably checked it out twice. I must have read this book close to 50 times both before graduation and after. As a graduation present, the lead librarian of my school retired the book. As I was the person who checked it out the most since it was added to the library sometime in the 1950s. In fact, it was more than all other instances of being checked out combined. I've carried it in my possession my entire life. Along with the Oregon state flag the school also gave me as a graduation present. Due to me being the school's quartermaster. I've had it for so long. It's a bit beat up. But I treasure it. Note. This cover, if I understand it, is the only known copy of it left. A handful of copies of that book was ordered back in the 1950s for the Portland Public Schools. Most are lost. Or destroyed. This makes this present super-duper rare. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, by Leigh Bardugo. Misery. Stephen King. The Road and Sound and Fury. The Dresden Files books 1–7, probably. The Infernal Devices. The Seven Realms series. The Septimus Heap series. All of these are easy reads for me. But I loved these books when I first read them and I will continue to love them. I have had to read the first Harry Potter book so many times because I kept losing it and my mom was very mad because she had a rule and it was if you watch it and it's based off a book you have to read the book, and now I have 3 of the same Harry Potter books because of this issue. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Snow Crash I think. Pride and Prejudice. I read it every year, sometimes twice.